Okay, guys, some of you have asked questions about the Hawthorne Village stuff, and I know I've posted before about the Harley engines. So, for those that have been interested about the Hawthorne Village, this Baltimore train is one of them. It is a Bachmann unit, and it has been converted over to DCC. From the guys that I go through at House of Trains here in Omaha, they have told me that since it is Bachmann, it's not the best engine. It can go DCC. Few points to remember that it is what it is. Gears can crack and break, so don't do any hard stops or reverses, especially if it's under a load. But it runs fairly decently. I'm on an NCE system. The best time that it starts running is about level 40 on the speed scale. It's a little jerky when it gets started up, but then it smooths out a little bit. Does have people in the cab. The person who shipped it to me did not ship it in the box, so one of the horns broke off, but the shop was nice enough to rip the other horn off and put some better looking horns on. Can't get that zoomed in. This other set is the Evolution Express. I have more cars for it, but they have to be converted over to the knuckle style couplers. These are based off GP20s, and as such, they were shelled out and put on Proto 2000 GP20 chassis with stripped out gears for Hawthorne style gears so that they had a little bit of strength. The front unit is sound, the back unit is non-sound. They are both powered. There's no dummy units. Originally they were, one was powered and one was dummy. I don't know who used the chassis inside. It might have been an old AHM, but as I said, they have been converted over. The shells aren't tight on, but I mean, as long as you're not tugging on them, they'll stay in place. The eventual plan is to get as many Harley cars as possible. They actually came out with a lot of them. Maybe make a good sized consist. The sound is pretty good. I've been told it's a ice pick style speaker or something like that. So we'll go ahead and start up the tracks. The unit that you'll hear starting up is using an Economy sound decoder. The Baltimore engine is the engine I was last running, so we'll go ahead and move him out. I wish he did have sound, but they told me it's probably not worth it to start up with the sound. You can see that one is running quite nicely. And we are already having issues with the Bachmann unit. It actually runs fairly decently. I don't know, it kind of gave me a little bit of a fit and kind of moved. It's probably dirty. I was running it around a little bit earlier. See if we can get it up. There we go. See, I got it 6 power right now. It's a little jerky. It does pull actually fairly well. There's a train in the back. It's a fairly long train, and it was jerking along, actually yanking all those cars. It's well over 10 to 11 cars. Alright, I just needed him out of the way so we can get this maneuvered out. We have the power set to 1997, which is what those are. This consist. They upgraded the LEDs. As you can see, it's a fairly bright LED. Maybe play with the power pickups a little bit or so, the voltage start up and stop. But everything seems to be looking good. I'm only at power level 9. And she's just kind of cruising along. I'll get her out and back. I've got another train sitting down here on the tracks. I can't go too far backwards, but we'll go backwards. Just need her out. these cars can just sit here at the crossing and just wait. Oh, that's cool. I didn't even know that he did that. Put the reverse lights in. Yeah, we can't go too far back. That's actually a dummy unit back there, so let's see if got it running about 15. So probably end up playing with the momentum a little bit, but shove that back just a little bit. And it doesn't have a front coupler on it, so I can shove it back just a tad. If my layout looks a little bare right now, I'm getting ready to move everything downstairs and prep for an operation style layout, so mostly it'll be Burlington Northern, Santa Fe, Modern Era, but my wife and I both ride our own Harleys, so I'm going to have a Harley train running around here. And I model the Omaha area. There's a lot of Harley stuff, so if anyone has seen these kits around, I shouldn't say kits, these toy sets around, they're definitely able to be converted over. I don't know if we can get in too close with the interior. I'd like to get in a little bit for this front unit. So let's see if we can see the inside speaker. I don't know if anyone can see inside. So, it sounds good. So, I'm happy with it. So, first sound unit I have on the whole layout. I used to have a lot of N-scale sound, but now I just have HO. I have two little pieces of N-scale I should use as display units. I should have kept one engine so I could have a like a 1-inch steam section on the HO scale layout, since out in, I believe it's Goner, Nebraska, which is not too far away. There is a whole section of people out there who have 1-inch steam displays. Really cool guys too. One actually used to ride bikes all the time, and then he realized how expensive the 1-inch steam with doing your own boilers and everything is. I got this at number 7, so she's just chugging right along. They added a little bit more weights on here, which is good, because if I get all the Harley cars that I've seen, it's a fair amount of Harley units. Let's see. The Baltimore is set to 1996, which, if anyone's a Baltimore fan, they will know that that is when it was inducted. The overnight little deal when everyone moved from Baltimore to Indianapolis back, and then from Cleveland to the Baltimore area. So I've got this on 13, and see, the power pickups on this are not the best. That hit something on the frog. So I've got this at 7. It's a little jerky. Okay, it's a lot jerky, but I know that someone had asked about the Hawthorne Village, and I really wanted to show you guys the Evolution Express, which proves that it can be done. So go ahead and shut the track down, and thanks for watching.